Come on back here this Tuesday post Traders Talk edition here, and great to see everybody actually this go around. Let me get the webcam up inside the live trading room at least. There we go. Great to see Leda. Great to see Grant, Norman, all of us rejoining us perhaps inside the Cybergroup trading room. Great to see all of you there. Great to see all of us back on social media, Facebook Live and YouTube. So folks, just as a quick recap, obviously you could finally see my ugly mug. I ended up just finishing up my home office here. So I ended up doing Traders Talk earlier this morning. Now, keep in mind, I made mention of this from yesterday. That was conducted on YouTube exclusively. So if you had missed out on our Traders Talk workshop this morning, if you're not a part of our trading room, go right to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/cybertradingu, and you'll find that recording right there at the top, probably like the most recent recording, Traders Talk recording right there. So with that in mind, great to see all of us rejoining us inside the live trading room here, Ron, Lewis, and Kathleen included. Pretty interesting, right? The first test of a major resistance, especially for as much as Fubo ran up. False break. That's exactly what we talked about in Traders Talk, 3 hours ago? So that's where I say more often than not, for as much as a stock like Fubo or anything, Bed Bath Beyond, obviously we'll get to, for any stock that makes this big of a squeeze, this big of a run, and Fubo up already 66+% from the morning, the first test of resistance at 8, that was it. Complete false breakout. It's actually a shortable stock on TradeStation today. So, hey, if you're a gunslinger out there and you expected that false breakout, it actually could have been a great short. So right now, either way is a long or a short, whether we get the higher low or the lower low later on. We're going to put this Fubo trade just on our watch list here to begin. Now, with that in mind, there's a bunch of other things moving right now, folks. So let's hop right to it. A couple of trades that I am currently locked in on right now. Bed Bath Beyond. We just talked about that extensively in Traders Talk earlier this morning. So again, if you'd missed out, even if you're inside the live trading room, that will be on the student portal later on, just in a couple of hours. We'll pull that recording right from YouTube as well. And again, you could just otherwise go right to our YouTube channel. I believe that's already up there. But Bed Bath Beyond, the star of the day. It's only Tuesday, but this will be the star of the week, probably, perhaps even the star of the month by the end of August. So, obviously this thing's been on such a tear lately. I am in on this trade right now from price 25.86. It was close to getting stopped out break even off this last little shake back down. So I'm very happy to see it squeeze back up one more time. Listen, it's more of a, not to say gamble, but more of a hope that this will look to continue to push up and break above that big top at 28. For as much as it ran up, it wouldn't shock me to see this slam right back down. My stop is set on this trade. I'm also not doing this on 1,000 shares. It's on a half-size position here for this Bed Bath Beyond. So, needless to be said, we'll definitely, follow this here for the afternoon. My stop is right at my entry price and like 5 cents under it. You have the stop, then the limit on the stop limit order. All right, so Bed Bath Beyond, big mover from today. A stock that ended up moving up really well heading into the early afternoon. Listen, if you're here and you're at your desk, then you should always be scanning, right? Like you're joking around, like ABC, always be closing. ABS, always be scanning. So with that, after Bed Bath Beyond finished up its run, I'm just looking around on my level 4, my book map, and this couldn't have been better times. Again, we talked about this to an extent in Traders Talk this morning. There are times where if you're just at your desk, you're scanning, you're at your desk, there's going to be a setup that falls right into your lap, and you know where the big levels are. You're watching your level 4 screen. You could see it pretty clearly. So if the stars could align, it could lead to a fantastic move. Keyword is always if, but right here, I saw the AMC trade literally at the point before it exploded. It was squeezing back above a level right off of 24.85. So at the time I jumped in, it's a half-size position. Up, Bed Bath Beyond. Uh-oh. I just saw that happen right away. We'll get to Bed Bath Beyond in just one moment, folks, but obviously with that in mind, AMC made a pretty good move here. I may as well just jump out at this stage on AMC if Bed Bath Beyond is shaking down as nasty as that is. I just jumped out at market. Got the hell out. I don't know what's happening here altogether, but Bed Bath Beyond, like right now, completely just got crushed. You never know what's going to happen during these meetings, folks. I'm always transparent with you. I cut it straight. So, unfortunately, I got stopped out break even on Bed Bath right here. But with that, I'm expecting AMC, another meme stock, to make a similar type of move. So that's why I jumped ship on my AMC live right now in front of you. Listen, they're both volatile enough to keep an eye on here for this afternoon. if you're looking for one more run, we have plenty of time. We got like less than an hour and a half, but just about an hour and a half to go, like 85 minutes before the close. That is more than enough time to see a higher low from this point and then another run back up. So just given the volatility, I don't mind slipping the AMC trade on our watch list. We're going to keep Bed Bath Beyond on our list, even though both are dropping off right now. Better to fold the deck before the deck folds you. So with that in mind, oh my God, Bed Bath is getting clobbered. Are you kidding me? Let me just check the news right now. Let me check Benzinga Pro. It could just be mass distribution of shares. Maybe the meme run is over for today, just naturally. Is it news related though? You got our good old buddy Jim Cramer saying it's a well-orchestrated short squeeze, which obviously is the case, just looking at the parabolic run. Karen says, no news, just hype. Lewis says, a great retrace. Yeah, that's for sure. Holy smokes. This thing just got halted. This Bed Bath Beyond trade just got halted right now. I'm so happy I got out. Woo! All right, folks. That turns some hairs gray. That puts some hairs on the chest. With that in mind, let's see what we could put on our main watch list alongside these stocks. Hey, we're going to keep these on our list. They're obviously better shorts, it seems like, at this stage. So don't look to try and catch the falling knife, is all I'll say there. A stock that, unfortunately, I missed out on greatly, the capital G. G-Box ended up making this pop right over my level at 185, and I was there. I just tried being too much of a perfectionist, and I tried getting filled right at the perfect price. From there, it ended up moving up without me. So I ended up missing this giant run on the G-Box trade. Now, what goes up comes back down. We can't short this thing, so this one's done for here at this stage. Another stock that I guess we were late for. This one popped up quite fast, but the BBIG trade, I was really hopeful to see this break above resistance off of 137, and then from there for it to make its real run up high, or perhaps even up close towards 2. Well, that was heading into the mid-afternoon here. It was so close. So close. And I was about it. I wanted it so bad, but just didn't give me the opportunity for the run up. And at that point, ended up pulling back. So, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I'm not a fan of maybes, so I'm going to pass on this stock for right now. Fubo, geez. Yeah, this took quite the hit right around the same time as AMC, Bed Bath Beyond there. Again, that's already on our list. We're not going to take it off now at this point, but we'll see what else we could, add, see if there's anything that didn't tank or drop off just yet. ARTL, not looking too appetizing. SPY, for as much as the markets have pushed up today, once again, we are getting a bit of a pullback here collectively. See if that could be a good short afternoon, folks. Kirkland's, we ended up seeing this make a big squeeze earlier today, too. I told you to keep your eyes out on this stock. I didn't know when it would be, but just given how much this stock ended up dropping over the last year at this point, we saw a lot of volume get traded on this thing. I think it was back from Thursday or Friday last week. I think it was Thursday here. I was just saying keep it on your side list maybe for some time this week. And obviously this thing flew right away after the market opened up. Ended up running up from 4 upwards towards 650. It is shortable. It is shortable, easy to borrow on my platform. Hopefully it's shortable if you're not on TradeStation, because making lower highs looks like it just broke down below a dip point here, a little lower low, at least compared to what we had at 2 o'clock. So Kirkland's, I don't mind slipping on our main list here either, more as a short at this stage. At the IONQ. Hey, this one hasn't tanked yet. This one's holding pretty damn strong now near the highs. So, yeah, I mean, easy to say. We're going to put this on our watch list. This will be featured near the top of our list here, given everything else is kind of tanked, although they're tradable. This thing is holding strong. So, yeah, we'll focus on this IONQ stock. Not really much of an iceberg order on the ask, acting as resistance. Looks like you had a big volume spike much earlier, whenever the hell it was, right here, shortly after 1:30, 1:45 Eastern. I doubt I can go back on the tape that far. I can't. All right, let's hop over to level 3 here, the matrix, just to see where that volume got filled. It's even tough to tell from this point. 8:10 maybe, 8:15 maybe. Definitely not near the highs right now, so it doesn't seem as if there's like a real iceberg resistance showing. I would assume 850 to be your next major resistance, as it just held right under there a moment ago. Oops, there we go. Let me zoom out on this daily chart. Looks like this thing bottomed out back in October of last year off of like 7. So it popped above 7 earlier today and then ran. So that's what allowed this to make such a good move. Perhaps the last dip point here, right around like $9, probably a little bit higher than 9. So should it break above 850 here, wouldn't shock me to see 9 or 9 and change, maybe like 915-ish, as your next major daily chart level. So IONQ we'll put on our list here. Looks good. Just looking at my other screen right now with like Bed Bath Beyond and AMC. Like Bed Bath is still halted on the way down. That's ugly. Sky T trade, little choppy, ran up earlier, but not a whole lot to it here. We keep it going. We'll skim through here pretty quickly, folks. Current time right now, 2:41. We're making good use of time. Blue Apron, another short squeeze candidate. You could say a meme stock to a small degree, not to the extent of AMC or Bed Bath or GameStop for that matter. But Blue Apron had a nice little move today. Big shake just now off the highs. So seemingly timed alongside the AMC and Bed Bath drops. And you could say collectively with the market, perhaps. But let's see what else we could find. NU, this was pretty strong throughout the majority of the day. It hasn't technically broken lower yet, right? I mean, lower highs, it's more likely to have a lower low looking at this, but it hasn't broken lower truly yet. So NU still is pretty tradable in my eye. I don't mind putting this on our main list at all, especially if it holds here and runs back up. So it looks good. All right, just moved to Florida, right? So I don't have like a Brita filter in my fridge yet. Obviously, you see a little water here, my famous water bottle. But yeah, Florida water doesn't taste too nice. I learned that the hard way. So with that, we had to run out to Walmart midday, get me a nice 35-pack. So with that, let's see what else we could find. Express, another meme stock. It was like slow, not a whole lot to that, at least there. OSTK, this had a pretty good push earlier this morning. This was, I guess, one of the meme stocks back in beginning of 20 with the others. It made a nice little pop earlier today. It's just got a thin book, so I'm not as particular about that if we don't have a great need to put this on our watch list. Unless if this was at the high still, I'm not going to be as keen to follow it. Same with Rev. All right, folks, let's hop on over to the losers list here, see if there's anything looking just as good, if not better. And with that, let's start off with Hall, down 38%. It is flat. That's dead. Move on. SMFR, same deal. Bunch of crap hard to borrow on the losers list from TradeStation otherwise. And it sounds like lackadaisical or lazy for me to just say, like, yeah, I'm not going to go through them. Unless if they're real, unless if it's down enough like BTCM is, 41%. That's like a cheapie below $1 anyway. I'm not going to be as particular. Maybe I'll look at SFVD. Flat, dead. Hey, folks, not a whole lot from the loser side here. Here's Bloom. And actually, I skipped over Bloom when I was doing the morning meeting for in replace of Fausto. I said I was going to get to it, and I just didn't. So this actually dropped off quite nicely after the market opened up, led to a nice retracement up, but then it held 28, right back down. It's tradable. This is a tradable stock, and it's squeezing back up to a degree now. So I'm not as particular. I would rather it hold near the lows here at this stage, but it's tradable. I don't mind slipping this just on the bottom of our watch list for right now here, in case if it holds 27 as resistance, and then the drop off later on. All right, folks, let me know if there's anything else up, down, left, right, more than 5%. We're going to start off with Leda on SFIX, Stitch Fix. It's up over 21%. I guess I missed this. Ended up dropping off at the same time as the others here just when we started the meeting. So, it's hard to not follow this, right? I mean, I hope I don't say that for every other stock we look at. We're going to have like a 20 stock watch list. But, Stitch Fix, very tradable, meaning great liquidity. It's right within our price range, and it's pretty damn close to the highs. So, yeah, it looks good. SIGA from Andre. This has been a very good stock for us to follow, mainly as a day trade, last week or so as a swing trade. it's been choppy as a day trade of late. But I love what Andre's calling out here because this is right at the lows. It's shortable. It's not squeezing up like that Bloom is so far. Yeah, as a day trade, as a short here into the afternoon, SIGA. Nice, Andre. Looks good. Really nice one. Ron saying Bed Bath Beyond open. So I appreciate him shouting that out much earlier. That was at 2:42 Eastern. But yeah, Bed Bath already on our watch list. I would only assume for that to drop off a little bit more before it maybe potentially squeezes back up. You know what I mean? So I would be very mindful of support off of not even at 22 for Bed Bath Beyond, which, that is the next level technically. And as I literally say that, it just crashed below 22. I would be more keen to watch 20. Watch 20 as a major support level first on Bed Bath Beyond. And then from there, if it breaks that, we might come back to 18 full circle. 18 was a major historical resistance that we were watching yesterday and into this morning. So I'm looking for 20 first on this as support. If it breaks that, go as low as 18. All right, folks, so I think that just about wraps it up for any one of us on social media, Facebook Live, YouTube. Definitely let me know if there's anything that I had missed. Again, for those of us on YouTube, go right to our YouTube channel, /CyberTradingU, if you're not already there. And we just conducted our weekly Traders Talk workshop. We normally do that inside our live trading room. You'd normally have to pay to be a member there to watch that recording, but otherwise, we post that on our YouTube channel just a moment ago, so make sure you go there if you haven't watched that video just yet. For those that attended live, I appreciate you guys, you folks attending and participating. We'll try and do that in like a few more months from now, maybe at the end of the year. All right, but otherwise, for all of us inside the live trading room, again, Rich will be on the mic from 3 to 4. I'm going to be on a coaching call with one of our students up until 3:30. You might catch me from 3:30 to the close, but if not, it's been a pretty good day today, so I have no need to trade. I'm going to pack it in otherwise after 3:30, I believe. So if I don't catch everyone later on this afternoon, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I look forward to seeing everyone back at the top of tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Talk to you soon, folks. Take care.
Become a Cyber Group member today. Just click the link below and receive all these amazing products and a world of knowledge for just $9. Do it today.